You know, I think it's safe to say that those of us who moved to the Pacific Northwest by choice were probably drawn by these mountains. I know it was a huge draw for me because I can spend 10 or 15 minutes out here and gosh, it seems like my work problems are over there. I can breathe deeper and my head is clear and I feel like a human being again. You know, I don't have all that stuff weighing on me so much. I've spent I guess about 2 decades in TV newsrooms, radio and TV across the country. And I really got interested in the stories of trauma victims. You know, maybe they were the family members of people who'd been shot, or they were the survivors of domestic violence who agreed to do a sweep story with me. And I just wondered, as I talked to some of these folks, they seemed, you know, to really be able to go on with their lives and be resilient, as the research would say. And others would maybe turn to drugs and alcohol, and their lives were never the same. So in grad school, I took a deep dive into the brain research about trauma and PTSD and mindfulness and resilience. And I realized that there's a lot of stuff that TV news managers can do to help themselves become much better leaders and really try to create a cohesive team. And really, I'm not using that word team like, you know, it's used in a quarterly meeting, hey, we're a team, but I'm talking about that intrinsic feeling that we really are a team here at this station and we really do have common goals and a common set of values. There are things that you and I can talk about. They're really practical, evidence-based tips that I can pass along to you about how you can use these practices in your own newsroom so that when you're feeling burnout, you can reconnect with your own passion and you're not snipping and sniping at your staff out of anger. And also how you can create a cohesive team out of the team of journalists that you have. And also, let's admit it, maybe some ways that you can deal with the more difficult personalities in your newsroom. And I imagine some faces are coming to your mind as I say that. I'm all about evidence-based practices and research. I'm not going to give you some hokey stuff to do just because I'm now a therapist and that's what therapists are supposed to say. I really want to bring to you the latest evidence and the stuff that really works. If you're interested in having this conversation, contact TNT and let's begin that conversation about what would you like your newsroom to look like, to feel like when you walk into the newsroom, and what kind of leader do you want to be? It's a very important conversation. It can be the spark that launches you on a whole new trajectory, really. So contact TNT today, and let's have that conversation as soon as possible.